Hello everybody, welcome to the experiments of Environmental Engineering Laboratory. Today's experiment we are going to conduct is determination of sodium by flame photometer. A photoelectric flame photometer is a device used in inorganic chemical analysis to determine the concentration of certain metal ions, among them sodium, potassium, lithium and calcium. Group 1 and Group 2 metals are quite sensitive to flame photometry due to their own low excitation energies. Flame photometry works by measuring the intensity of light emitted, measured using the wavelength of color when the element is exposed to a flame. The basic principle of this technology involves measurement of quantity of light absorbing analyte in a solution. This can only be, however, applied to solutions which follow Beer-Lambert's law. The apparatus used are flame photometer, compressor, burette and volumetric flask, a gas cylinder and a lighter. Sodium chloride is taken in the microburette. 1 ml of the sample is collected in a 100 cm³ of volumetric flask, and it is made up to the mark by adding distilled water. Shake well for uniform concentration. Now transfer the solution to the burette. The prepared stock solution fills the burette. Now draw 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 ml of the sample to volumetric flask and add distilled water and make it up to the mark. Shake it for even concentration. Five ml of the concentration is ready. Similarly, repeat for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 ml of the concentration. The experiment. Switch on the instrument. On compressor. Switch on the cylinder. Ignite the lamp using the lighter. The view of the flame is recorded. The most important part of calibrating a flame photometer is to have a point of reference for a reading. Without a point of reference for a specific quantity of light absorbed by the ions, the results are meaningless and are nothing more than a measure of current through a photodiode. Hence, we shall calibrate the machine before starting the experiment. Switch on the machine and calibrate the instrument. First, press menu. In a display, select to delete all the older setups. Select enter. So all the other setups have been deleted now. Now go to clear backup data. Clear all the datas. Press enter. Now all the datas are deleted. End the menu. Come to setup again. Enter the setup number 1 to 40. Select 1 and enter. Since only one color of light we are using, the monochromatic lights we are using, here it asks for the low concentration and high concentration. Select 2 and now edit the options. Here it asks for different solution: sodium Na, calcium Ca, kalium, Li lithium. Select one, hence we are using the sodium, and the asterisks come, enter. It is asked for the two standard solution. Since we are going to have the lower and the higher end, we shall give 2 and enter. Now press 10, since the first concentration of the solution is 10 ml, enter, and the second solution we are going to give is 50 ml. Select 50 for the second concentration and enter. Now dilution factor is 0.1, enter. Now the setup has been done. Now ask for run to conduct the experiment. Before starting any of the experiment, before giving each solution, the system has to be aspirated by distilled water. Give the distilled water and aspirate the instrument. Enter. Wait till it gets aspirated. After the aspiration, it is indicated by 2 beeps, and now it asks for the reference solution. Give the stock solution. Now give the stock and enter. Wait till it gets aspirated. Again it asks to aspirate with the distilled water since it is taking the solution. Now enter after giving the distilled water and wait till it gets aspirated. It is aspirated. Now the lower concentration and higher concentration has been set, and it has digitally loaded the higher and lower concentration. Now we shall check for the individual different concentration of the solution. Aspirate distilled water. Enter. Wait till it gets aspirated. Now it asks 2 solution standards has been set. It is reading the solution. The calibration is over. Now it asks for the sample analysis. The 5 samples which has been prepared is now analyzed. Enter. It is a batch number and sample number 1, which has a lower concentration. Distilled water is getting aspirated. Now it asks for the first sample. Enter. Wait till it gets aspirated. Record the reading for the emission response. The lower concentration of 10 ml reads 23.34. For the second sample, the reading will be batch number 1 and sample 2. Enter. Similarly, the experiment is conducted for all the 5 samples, including the test solution for which the weight has to be determined. The respective emission response is recorded for all the 5 plus 1 test solution. Record the emission response in the observation sheet and plot the graph against emission response and weight of sodium. For the given emission response, the weight of the sodium of the unknown sample will be determined. For the obtained response, the weight of the sodium given is 25. For the obtained emission response, from the graph it is obtained that weight of the sodium in the solution is 50 mg of sodium.